Hey everybody, if you're all caught up from last week and you don't want to watch the recap, go ahead and skip to this timestamp in the video. Otherwise, enjoy the show. Previously on Pokemon Dungeons and Dragons.
I think
Here to tell us what happened last week, in his own words, Bentley.
I was gonna say if there was ever a time to not roll, I feel like it'd be CJ, but
Yeah.
I know what I said.
Yeah.
And I said what I meant.
I don't know about that.
There will be time enough for that. There's not much to recap. He needs to info dump. Anywho.
Yeah, so we started session 28 on the Kingdra's Crown,
Yeah.
which is Eddie Fry's boat, riding along the river towards what we learned to be Lake Lahana, which is named for the town/city that is now below the flooded lake, sitting at the bottom of it. Captain Fry has a blue Apom with 2 fingers missing, I think.
2 fingers total.
2 fingers.
And-
Yeah,
Two
one,
fingers.
one finger missing.
And her eyeball.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's objective.
Yeah, she's got some stuff going on, but we learned that she knows Pendleton somehow, so that added some layers for sure. Bentley had some big time fails. Went to go fishing because Milo told him to, and then couldn't cast the hook into the river, so quit. And then Monty caught a big old fish when he was sent off to get food, and then was sent off again and grabbed what appeared to be a worm. Turned out to be one of the vines of a Tangela that got pulled collectively with like 3 or 4 team members into the river, so we had to save the Tangela, pull him onto the boat.
Real quick, I wrote that down as it being like a green worm, but Tangelas are blue. Is it a shiny Tangela?
It's a green Tangela. Take from that what you will.
Remember when I had light up sneakers?
Yeah, I remember that.
It has
But I
sketches
wrote
like
down
that.
I
green
took it
Tangela.
as it is a shiny Tangela.
Okay.
But he said that it had green shoes, or
Yeah, blue shoes.
blue shoes.
Maybe he just eats
Green
a lot of
shoes.
algae.
Dark green shoes. With green light ups.
Yeah, it has
Bottom.
Skechers light ups.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we were stoked about that. But Bentley had Rose and Klaus swimming around the outside of the boat, and Phoebe, with her intuition, kind of got the sense that there was something following the boat with like bubbles in the water, and there was
I perceived.
a flock of Spearows above looking down, so there were like some signs that maybe something bad was happening.
And I knew that Captain Fry was being fishy.
Yeah, he wasn't really
Yeah.
giving us a whole lot of information, but there appeared to be enough
excuse
danger
myself.
to where Bentley asked Rose to jump back into the boat. She jumped and like flopped on the side and then was falling back in, so Bentley tried to grab her, and then he was flung over the side of the ship, had to be saved by Sage, so now 2 Pokemon have saved Bentley's life.
Sage and Chikorita.
And-
Chicky baby.
Chicky baby.
Chicky baby.
Official name.
I regret ever saying that.
And so Crash jumped in so as to save Rose, and I think like scared away whatever was in the river, maybe, sort of. And then we got to the lake and decided against our better judgment to do some exploring. CJ put on his scuba gear, Bentley put on his snorkel gear. We tied a rope to the boat to Bentley and then to CJ and had like a 3-layer thing going. And underneath the water, some things happened.
It reminded me of the mine carts while I stayed on the boat.
Yeah, Milo is full-blown avoid danger territory, which I respect because some bad things
That's
happen.
why he didn't get a concussion.
So yeah, underneath the water, CJ came face to face with what I think we believe to be a giant feraligator, and was just kind of staring him down. Bentley sent Klaus back down to pick up some more goodies after he brought him a satchel that was at the bottom of the lake. the Feraligator went after Klaus. CJ went after the Feraligator. They kind of had a moment of kinship, of understanding, and then Feraligator just was like, no, I'm going to go after your friends. And swam after Rose and Klaus, and a battle ensued between Crash and the Feraligator. And Crash did some dominant biting action before getting swallowed whole by the Feraligator. And the Feraligator at one point tail whipped CJ into one of the underwater buildings, knocked him out cold, and Bentley was trying to pull him up with the rope, and eventually Crash got spat out by the Feraligator, who then just kind of swam to the depths, and Crash saved CJ by grabbing him and just like swimming his way up, shooting back onto the boat, and essentially saved CJ from drowning because he was spitting water out of his lungs. And I think that's where we left it off after we all had to leave the room at one point, which had never happened before, for some CJ one-on-one potentially save himself stuff. Yeah, that's all I have. I don't know if you have anything to add. Those kind of cliff notes, I guess.
mean, I said it before, but I love that Klaus was diligently looking for things while this chaos was happening.
He had a mission. And a coupon.
Like underwater, just
The mission
fun.
is fun.
The
Wicker
crazy stuff.
baskets.
Yeah.
Welcome to Pokemon Dungeons and Dragons. Join our heroes, Phoebe, Milo, CJ, Bentley, as they explore the Laris region, learn about their new friends, and discover the world around them. Beneath the waters of Lake Lahana, a bargain has been struck, and a great power has been granted to Crash. Our heroes can only wait and see what lasting effects it might have. CJ, you regain your consciousness on the deck of the Kingder's Crown with a much larger Crash standing over you.
Larger?
Whoa. What happened?
Are you alright?
Was that real?
Was what real?
You were knocked out, I think.
I'm just gonna look at Crash and be like, did that happen?
He's almost as tall as you now, and he just goes,
Okay. Lots of stuff happened. Oh, my head hurts.
You got a big old goose egg up here.
Oh, is it bleeding?
Guys,
Currently no, but
Captain Fry, do you have any first aid so we could wrap the wound?
Yeah.
probably, yeah. I would not be surprised if I have something below deck.
No, not important. Not important. Not important.
You go get that. We need some exposition.
Not important.
Sure thing.
Not important.
Good for you, kids.
Okay. He said it was real. He looks different.
Yeah. A lot different.
The Guardians are real. They're real. That Feraligator, whatever that was, is a Guardian, and from what I took, Crash is now going to be one in the future.
Whoa.
What?
Yep.
He's a destiny?
Crash will turn around and show off that one of his spines has been replaced by this large sapphire chunk of crystal sticking out of his back.
Yeah, so apparently when that thing ate Crash, he went inside of him and there was like a big ol' stone inside of him, and he like talked with this thing, and he asked him if he wanted to be the Guardian when he couldn't anymore. And Crash was like, is this something I have to do now? And he's like, no, when I can't. You have to answer the call. Like, if I say you have to come back, you have to come back. Crash was like, sure, man.
Huh.
So he broke off a piece of that thing, shoved it in his neck, and was like, get out of here. But yeah, before he did that.
So that's part of the stone?
Yeah, I would assume so. I think it is. He also showed him that, like, I don't know exactly where it is. There's some, like, big dome in this lake somewhere.
Yeah.
And there are a bunch of super beefy, messed up, disfigured water type Pokemon who are just like around the dome. looking ready for battle. So I think Crash basically just signed up to be an Avenger.
So they're guardians of all the source stone. Why didn't we come across anything in the mines?
I mean, I don't know that, because from what I know right now, Crash didn't like tell me any of this. He just like, I just know this, and like they didn't say anything about like all of the stones. He just said protect.
I mean,
this
we
one.
could still be to our original theory that it was maybe Steelix.
Right, like the
who
brewers
was
of
then,
such a
like,
crazy Pokemon.
Caught and experimented on, and maybe for safekeeping, like put it deep in the mine.
That would make sense.
So,
You would have thought though that they would have kept us away from it, like the other Pokemon, even though there's signs saying like don't go to it.
for clarity, did he evolve?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crash is now a source-infused crocodile.
Good God.
Oh my god.
The world isn't ready for that power.
I don't think so.
He can do a lot of things now.
A lot of things.
You underestimate my power. But in this case, like, it's true. Be like, I have the high ground. Be like, I'll just change the ground. Now I have it.
Not worried.
Yeah.
Sick. Evolution number 2.
Woo!
Yeah. So the air
Source
around
stone.
Crash basically just like pulses now.
What a beast.
Totally.
It's like staring into something that's super massive. So like the light is kind of warping around the stone on his back.
I'm gonna.
How do you feel about that, CJ?
What do you mean?
Well, I just like I'm really happy for Crash, and that's super cool. But I feel like one day that's gonna be kind of sad.
We'll get there. I want him to do what he wants to do, and if he feels like that was right, which he clearly did, it's what he needed to do. Definitely gonna suck though. Hope it won't be for a long while.
Well, you said that the source stone was in the Feraligatr, and then there's like a dome separately?
I don't know. Probably. I mean, I imagine it's similar to what's going on here. And
To the point, maybe it's not like, maybe the Steelix has some source stone in him, but it's not the actual source. So like he might have a piece of it in
Right.
him, but it's not the actual water source stone.
That's what it seemed like.
Or it could be like a switcheroni, a distraction. Like make people think it's in this dome with all these crazy Pokemon, and then you just assume.
There'd be some smart Pokemon.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're trying to keep it secret, you just...
I'm just saying, like, the one inside the Feraligatr might not be, like, the whole thing.
Right, no, I
Yeah.
get what you mean.
Okay.
It was a pretty big
It's
chunk.
just an alternate theory.
Crash was like on an island inside of it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He's got an island inside of
Well,
him?
it wasn't like ground. I think it was part of the Feraligatr, but it was
Oh.
like not surrounded by water. It was just like a big old piece of the stone.
Okay.
So did Crash evolve like in the process of like grabbing CJ and like jumping him back onto the ship? Just
That was
like,
the
as he's doing
so that big
he's
flash of
evolving?
light that blinded you when
Yeah.
he bit the tail. He evolved.
Oof. That's
He's
wild.
He's a chunky
You're
boy.
my true dad!
Well,
So that happened.
That did
That's
happen.
crazy. That's...
Whoa.
well, in a lot of news, Klaus got his satchel that I'm gonna look through.
Oh, okay.
Is that all he found? He didn't bring
He's-
anything else up to the
It was the
basket?
satchel,
he's
and he
currently
had
waiting
like
for you
another
on the
basket
other side.
that he was bringing.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I thought he was
only,
looking for stuff.
I only have the satchel.
Okay.
So I wanna.
He's currently like floating on the side of the boat with his basket because he's
Yeah, I wanna look
waiting to be
through.
pulled up.
I wanna look through the satchel because presumably it has like pockets and
You
other
just-
places. So
You
can I
upturn the basket.
can I just do that, or I need to?
You can-
okay.
you can look
I
for
want
it.
to know what's inside the satchel.
It's lots
Because
of
I knew that it was paper and a lot
And
of like
books.
useless wet paper, but
yeah,
It's paper
lots
and
of
books.
if there's
lots of
anything
old
else of
notebooks
use.
and old notebooks and things. There's a few very like
Awesome.
very old-fashioned
Yeah.
looking pens that are very waterlogged, and then very deep within there's a small like lighter. It's like maybe yay big. Small little like metal lighter.
Can
Everything
I try
fits
it?
on this lighter.
Yeah, it's
Just doesn't work.
yeah, it's like super waterlogged.
Okay.
Is anything
Useless paper,
readable?
useless pens, useless lighters.
Is there anything on the lighter, like an etching or a name or anything?
It is long, kind of faded and worn in. And there's like a little bit of barnacle growth on this thing, but there is part of a letter etched in there. Looks to be an A.
For Alfred.
Batman?
Alfred, where's my lighter?
Alright, well, I'll take
Down in the
the
lake, sir.
lighter and put it in my backpack as I start to put my clothes back on.
Are any of the books
See that.
readable?
A lot of them are like, if you open them,
Yeah.
like just water and gunk kind of falls out and they lose some of their pages, but
If we were to like let it air dry.
paper mache.
Okay. Let's lay them out to air dry.
I can have Monty help, like, wing them.
Yeah.
wing them.
And then I'll go
Let's
over
begin.
and I'll grab the other thing that Klaus brought up, the other basket.
Yeah,
If there's
he's
anything
sort
in
of
it.
sat there. It's almost like he's got an Easter basket full of goodies.
He brings you the stone.
You know what? I can have little buddy ignite his back and we can make hot air.
Yeah. There you go. Let's do it.
Fire!
Full of hot air. No, all right.
Whoa!
Alright, I want to see what's in the other basket.
The base.
Do it up. Do it up.
Yeah.
If anything.
So inside the basket are there's a set of small white cups that are all very neatly stacked together.
Freaking love Klaus.
Small white cups.
Small white cups.
How many?
Like, what's his logic? I want to
A
know.
set of 4 small white cups. He went, Bentley would like that.
Well, it was like he brought me a satchel, which is like, oh, there's probably some stuff in here. So I was like, good, like go get more stuff. And he took that as, let me go get more things that are like that. Like, no, just other stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, no, baskets
did.
and
He brought
satchels.
cups.
He found something you liked.
Things
so he
that
tried
hold
to find
things.
you something else that you
I
would
mean,
like.
now we have cups, guys.
He's building
Very
a taste
pragmatic.
for you.
Sweet.
Yeah. Inside that basket is also several small pebbles, one of which looks very funky.
Ooh.
Funky in what way?
It's very oval shaped and it has some peculiar markings on it. It looks a lot more fragile than the other stones.
Uh-oh.
Fragile in what way?
like if you dropped it, it would break.
So it's like glass?
It's not see-through.
Okay.
Are you going to do a history check?
Are y'all okay?
I don't know what's going on.
I just like that chain of events. One pebble's funky. Funky in what way? In that it's fragile. Fragile in what way?
There's a funky looking pebble. The coloration is different, and it looks very much like if you dropped it, it would shatter.
What color is that?
Yeah, what color is it?
It's like a smooth, lightish gray with some dark blue splotches all over it.
Interesting.
Water stone?
Alright, I'll take that and put it in my pocket.
Just make it
It is probably too large for your pocket.
Oh, wow.
It's about yay big.
Interesting.
Is it an egg?
That was my thought.
Got 2 eggs.
Investigate it.
Can I check to see if it's an egg?
You can make a nature check.
I just boosted that.
Oh, maybe it's a...
Yeah, where's he?
19.
19.
Given your recent experience and your experience in general, you now believe this to be potentially an egg that has been kept away from sunlight long enough that it sort of lost a lot of its sheen and color.
Klaus, you the man.
Here
Klaus,
we are.
way to go! You found something cool in the less cool basket.
He does a backflip on the water. He's very excited.
What of us?
Klaus, you've done it.
You've done it, Klaus.
Guys, I think this is another egg.
That's sweet.
It's really cool. You're becoming a Pokemon breeder. Just do well.
Just like my dad, it's kismet. I need the other egg to hatch so I can put this somewhere, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go back into the corner of the boat where the egg and mortar are and like sit with it.
Different to the egg that you have been carrying around, this one seems very cold.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh, like a numpster, like Maybe give it a little ice.
Maybe you just need to like keep it wet
Moist.
because it's been in the water.
Moisturize me.
Can I check to see if
I'm gonna do a lotion
this
check.
egg would benefit from warm body? Flame body, rather?
Sure. It'd be another nature.
14.
You are relatively certain that if you dry this egg out, whatever is inside will not survive.
Uh-oh. Get it away.
Well, you
From
can give
water.
that one to Rose.
It's the egg of
That's
a
true.
Aqua shield it.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, like water ball.
It's pretty cool. This is a good idea. Rose, I've got this egg from Klaus, but I feel like it needs to be encased in water. Could you maybe try and surround it with an aqua ring?
She just looks and goes. Like very excitedly shuffles over on the deck.
My baby.
Over to you, just goes. Just like holds it in a little like ball of water under one of her fins.
Nice.
Kind of like this. Football carry.
Well, now it's seals, baby.
All of my Pokemon are becoming parents. All right, you keep that safe, Rose. Good work. CJ, how's your rock supply?
What?
Your supply of rocks that you like to throw at things?
Oh, I got 4 of them.
Do you want more?
You have more?
I've got these pebbles, and they were in the thing that Klaus brought up.
I'm gonna pull out one of my rocks. Like, how big in comparison?
They're of similar size.
Okay.
And I'll just hand all the pebbles to CJ.
You can have 3 more pebbles.
Let's say Crash could carry them now for you.
Yeah.
Just eat them.
Yeah.
He can spit them up
He
later.
cannot backpack on you anymore.
It's fat.
CJ, are you feeling all right? Do we need to get you to
Yeah.
a hospital or similar?
That bone
How's your
looks
head? It looks gross.
That's probably alright.
It's a pretty big gash.
I'm a little sleepy.
It's probably not a good sign. Captain Fry, do you have the med kit?
Captain Fry returns to the deck and he's got like an old stained shirt and he's like ripping the sleeve off. He's like, this will do. Wrap this around, keep the pressure on.
Pirate bandana.
Bring down the sweating.
I'm just gonna put it on.
God.
Do I look like a pirate?
You smell like one.
Thanks.
I mean, you've got pretty much the whole.
Captain
You need an
Fry.
eye patch, but so maybe get to that. Phoebe, do you think Nubster could make an ice shard that we could
Yeah.
give CJ for his lump?
Yeah.
Just ice beam his whole head. What happened?
Get the swelling
Do it,
down.
dumpster.
He produces a small ice shard for you. That's child's play now. He's
Here
been
you
making
go.
ice beams
That's true.
for weeks.
There you go, CJ.
I have to start licking it.
He's back to normal. He's fine.
No surprise, guys. I don't think we should go back in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to go down there. Not after what happened.
I was only on the surface, and I don't want to go back in.
Daytime. We can go at daytime.
Oh yeah, it's still night. I forgot about that.
We just take sleeps.
Take sleeps?
What else do we want to do?
I don't know.
I feel like we did what we wanted to do.
Unless we want to check out the dome.
I mean, we
That sounds-
confirmed that
I'm not going away.
Source Stone is down there, and it's being guarded, and
Yeah.
that's kind of all we really needed to know.
Unless we use
We did
Crash
find
as our
some cool
guide.
stuff. We found an egg.
I did. Found an egg. Well, Klaus found an egg.
That was.
Yeah, he's still like swimming around the boat excitedly.
I think the only other thing that I wanted to find were Pokeballs, but I don't really care. Now that everything else has happened.
Yeah. It's peanuts.
Thanks, Eddie.
God.
It's my pleasure to bring you children out to the lake. I'm glad you are enjoying your stay.
It's been fun.
How long would it take us to get back to Wadalonga?
He's like, you are eager to go home already. We could be back by sunrise. We are
Wow.
departed now.
Okay.
It's
Do you-
much easier to go.
Do you have anywhere we could maybe sleep on the ship? Do you have?
Yeah. I have brought the bedrolls down below, you know. You said the intention was to come out here for at least a day, so
Well, Captain Fry, I think situations have changed, and we need to get CJ some medical attention.
Yeah.
And I would like to try and rest.
I think I just need to sleep.
All right, Dr. CJ in the house.
Well, you and I can split some watch if you want.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
Go after.
Okay.
Can I see if the satchel would like maintain water? So like if I wanted to, like when Rose can't watch the egg because she's like battling or what have you, I could like have her fill the.
You can scoop some water in the satchel?
Like have the satchel essentially be like a water case that I could have the egg sit in and be wet.
Yeah, you can try to fill the satchel with water if you want.
I can try.
Yeah. It's a thing you can do if you want to.
All right, I'll try and do that.
Okay.
Just over the side of the boat, I guess.
Yeah. You pull it up and water like slowly starts to just seep out the sides and the seams, and there's a leak in one of the corners.
Well, it just needs to be moist, right? You just like take some of this algae, a bunch of it, and shove it in there. That would stay. I mean, like temporarily. You know, like damp foliage.
Well, do you think sage can maybe help out with that?
Yeah, and I just feel like once he stops concentrating, his grassy terrain goes away. So unless he's constantly...
So, Tangela, do you think you could patch this hole in the satchel with some leafage?
He looks at you and he looks offended. What?
You don't need to take offense to everything, Tangela.
Well, I mean...
All right, fine. I'll just keep my satchel, and my plan to have water egg pack 2.0.
Just hatch your first one and then
Just roll really well in the water.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pick up egg number 2. I'll call back Klaus. Say, good job, buddy. Even though you maybe need to be more aware of your surroundings.
As he flies into the ball, he
I guess
spits some water.
I'll go below deck with Rose and Mortar still out with the pair of eggies.
Yeah.
Try and get some shut eye.
I think if you watch the eggs and CJ will watch over the boat. Okay.
I'm already asleep.
Yeah, I know, but make sure he doesn't die in his sleep. And then you get some rest, and I'll keep an eye on out here.
Yeah.
Pendleton and Crash kind of like hold a vigil over CJ as he's sleeping. Just like, it's gonna be okay.
Reading his last rites. They know something we don't.
Pendleton's rubbing honey on the whatever miracle cure he has.
There it is.
Okay, so I'll go up top on the boat and keep watch. I'll have Monty out.
Cool.
And we're gonna practice the tailwind.
Practice that tailwind.
Come on, Monty.
Succeed.
Nope.
Oh. What'd you do?
5.
5. Ooh. It's been a long day. Monty
That's
threw
fair.
a Tangela in the water on accident and then felt bad about it. He made some friends with the spirits,
He did.
who then promptly flew away.
Is Tangela sleeping?
Tangela's like
Bitter.
resting, leaning up against one of the sides of the boat, just like keeping a wary eye on everybody.
Gotcha.
It's fair.
Tangela, you're a pretty cool Pokemon. I see you awake over there.
Just one eye open.
He gives you the
I see
like,
you awake. Nope. That's your eyes are open.
Do you like to battle, Tangela? Yeah? Do you like to battle? Yeah? Do you want to?
He jumps up and he does like he whips out a couple lines.
Dang.
They're like nunchucks. I thought you'd never ask.
Been time for an answer.
Legit.
Would you like to battle Monty?
He goes,
Nice.
Monty, you ready?
Nice.
Monty, ready to duke it
He's
out?
the one. He's Neo.
Are we close to any land? So we don't battle on the boat.
no, you're also traveling at like a pretty good speed. You guys wanted to make it back by some
Boat battles, boat
Battle on
battles.
the boat.
All right, battle on the boat.
Battle on the boat.
Paula very excitedly like climbs up into some of the rigging and is like,
Nice.
just ready to watch you.
All right, Monty versus Tangela. A 4
Really?
for initiative.
A 5.
Nice.
I was like, there's no way Tangela's going first. Tangela will attempt to whip you with vines.
Okay.
Now watch me whip.
That's a 2.
Yeah, well, that one.
He goes, and Monty's just like,
Easier than Derby's mud throws. That's good. All right. And then Monty, try to tailwind again and get him with an astonish
Get him.
on the way in. That's a 17 for the
Yeah.
tailwind.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Curse.
he's a fast man.
And
Astonish.
a 21 for astonish to
Yeah.
hit
Oh boy.
Astonish him.
it's the windiest astonish of all time.
for 4 damage,
4 damage.
which is a flinch stun.
Boom.
Whoa.
And this battle is over.
Just terminal velocity down.
Yeah.
Sick.
Okay. Yeah, Monty kind of like whips in at a high speed and just hits Tangela square in the vines.
You know.
And then his eyes just go. And he like falls off his feet.
He's just stunned.
Yeah.
Okay. Monty's gonna follow it up with a peck attack.
Hey, do you like battling? Do you? Do you?
Super luck.
Do you?
Or a 12.
You have advantage because he's stunned, but
Oh man.
Okay. Oh,
Super low
you might want that.
there we go.
There you go.
Unnatural 20.
That's better.
So he's gonna do some peck damage now.
Pecky, pecky.
For 3, 8, 10 damage.
Tangela lets out a very stunned and then springs to his feet and misses.
Whoa.
He goes,
Alright, Monty,
And
peck him
Monty just
again.
dodges.
Peck him again, Monty. Super luck.
Jeez Louise.
Wow.
Oh
8.
boy.
8 misses. As Monty goes in for another peck, the Tangela does like a Karate Kid. He like tries to sweep the leg, and then Monty's like, I'm a bird. He's getting a little better every time, but that still misses.
Alright. Try to stun him again, Monty. Oof, a 10.
10 misses.
We're having a face-off
Yeah.
here.
As Monty comes in for another surprise peck, Tangela just kind of folds the vines down to the bottom and then slithers underneath Monty and comes back up and tries to whip him again.
That's cool.
It's a ninja.
That's better. It's a 21.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Barely, though.
That's 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As the vines just kind of clap Monty on the sides of the head.
Alright, Monty. Peck him back.
Oh,
Unnatural 20.
Oh, yeah.
5 damage.
Yeah, one more swift peck to Tangela. Monty starts pulling at one of the vines, and Tangela's like, wah. 15.
Yep.
And then he basically like slaps Monty in the face for 9 damage.
Wow.
The vines
Nice.
right across the beak. Like, how dare you pull at my vines? I will whip you.
Alright, Monty. Astonish him.
With your beauty.
18
Astonishing.
for 3 damage.
Okay. Yeah. As the Tangela slaps Monty, Monty just kind of like continues to spin with it and then just clocks him in the face. And then the Tangela just very angrily brings up like 2 big vines for like a big old ground pound.
Whoa, cool.
14.
Yep.
Ground pound time.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Dang.
As the two vines, like, kind of pummel Monty into the...
This is quite the face-off.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a good battle.
Alright, Monty, peck him. You can do it. Crit.
Oh, say goodnight, Tangela,
Uh-oh.
probably.
Uh-oh.
4, 9 plus the 12, right?
Yeah,
So 21, 23 damage.
23. And with that, our close good friend Tangela almost dies outright by the rules of 5th edition, but barely lives.
Oh, snap.
First we rip him from his home, and we kill him.
Yeah.
It's up for a battle.
You're like, hey Tangela, do you like battling? Yeah. Astonished. Now kick him while he's down. Get him. So yeah, Tangela goes all spirally eyes and just instead of being like a sphere, he kind of drops into just a puddle of vines.
Oh
with shoes.
man, I'm gonna tell Monty to go find a berry or something.
Okay. Have Monty make a investigation.
Use your keen eye.
8.
Okay. Monty will return with what looks to be like the bottom chunk of like a beehive, and he's like,
Oh god. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Is there honey in it?
Just to
he goes,
No, I'm taking it. Is there
you gonna
some honey in it? Yeah.
oh,
it's gonna be a colony of bees.
not the bees.
9.
9. There appear to be no honey nor bees in there. There's
Okay.
it's just like the bottom chunk of a beehive.
Okay.
There's a little honeycomb lattice structure going on in there.
Okay.
It's kind of gross.
I'm gonna hang on to it.
Okay. The Tangela slowly like reconstitutes, but is still just unconscious.
Okay.
But he is no longer bleeding out, as it were.
Dang. All right. I'm
He's a
gonna.
survivor.
All right, Monty. One more time. I need you to find something we can give Tangela to help him recover after that
Smelling salts.
beat down you laid on him. You can do it
Just hurting his pride.
for a 17.
17. Okay. He'll return with an oran berry
All right.
from one of the nearby trees.
And then I'm gonna send out Arjan and ask him to light up his little backfire. We're just gonna singe it a little bit, get some nice flavor on there. Just gonna like roast it a little bit.
He gets going.
Like a tea kettle.
Yeah. He's got. Does he have different settings?
Medium-low heat.
Simmer.
I'm just gonna singe it a little bit, get a nice little cooked berry, season it a little bit, and
What are you
cut it up.
seasoning it with?
Arjan got some spices.
Okay.
Set Arjan to simmer.
I'm gonna cut it up, and then I'm gonna give a small piece to Arjan, and then take Monty over on my glove and give a piece to both him and the Tangela.
Solid. Yeah. The Tangela will be like, and one of the weird vines just comes out and goes. The berry just disappears into the folds, and then the eyes kind of open back up. Ona's been like kind of shrieking and clapping, and then
Nice.
she starts to smell it. She goes,
Do you want a piece too, Ona?
she'll like jump down like right up onto your arm and be like,
Oh, all right, here you go.
and then she'll go back up in the rigging. Eats it like a chipmunk. Spins it all around. Eats all the
Nice.
bits. As the Tangela wakes up again, he just goes.
This is a good fight, Tangela. You're a pretty good fighter.
He gives like a subtle like weird curtsy thing. Folds out a couple vines, just like
Nice.
They begin as enemies.
and they
And
end
it is
as mortal enemies.
Frenemies.
My nemesis forever. If I ever see you again, I will drown you in the river.
Jesus. Tangle's hardcore.
He didn't ask for
We'll
this.
drown you in the river.
He's antisocial. That's why he didn't ever come out. In the
Translate, please. Oh.
Tangela, I have an idea for some training if you're up for it.
He goes.
All right, cool.
Nice.
So I'm gonna send out Derby, and then I'm gonna ask Derby to throw some mud, like the little disc shooters, and Tangle will try to vine whip them as he shoots them out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have Derby just do one, and then Tangela try to vine whip them out of the air.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
He just bursts all the mud everywhere.
Nice. Way to go. All right. I wonder if little Derby could heat him.
Little Derby?
Little Derby. Little Arjan.
Everyone's so little. I only take little things on my team. I have to be the biggest and the strongest.
You gotta be able to put them in their place.
I roll through fear. They have to be smaller than me.
My mistake. I mixed them together.
Little Derby.
Little Derby, they're gonna fuse. Dragon Ball Z.
He's just a little derby.
Arjan could heat them so they become like clay discs.
Skeet shooting.
Yes.
Alright, Arjan. I eat!
Yeah. And so we'll heat some mud to throw, and then we're gonna do 3 quick rounds. Tangela, you ready? Do it.
Do it! Miss, hit.
Alright, one at a time. Nice. Alright, let's try 2 at a time. Let's just do 2. Maybe you can do 2. Oh, nice work, Tangela. Well done.
Nunchucks.
None binds.
You want to do another round? Alright, 3 more, Derby. Fire 'em up.
Hit.
Oh,
The absolute legend.
Tangela.
He drops into like a wide stance.
The absolute legend as his shoes light up.
Every time he steps to throw, they go. There's a little flash
In
of
the
light.
dark, people from the side of the river are like, what the hell is that?
It's the Aurora Borealis. It's beautiful. It's gone straight on the deck of that ship. That's so weird.
Alright, Tangela, we're gonna do 1 more, but we're gonna shoot them your direction.
You throw at him?
Yes.
Oh man, high pressure situation. How many?
2.
2? Alright. I'll roll the tangle.
Am I rolling to hit him?
Sure, yeah. Roll to hit him and then he has to roll higher than you roll.
A natural 1
Okay.
and a 13. Or if I'm adding the modifier from Mud Slap, it'd be a 5 and 17, but a natural 1's a natural 1.
Natural one's a natural 1, and he blocks both.
Oh,
He
nice!
kinda goes,
Tangela! Oh my goodness.
and then he hops up excitedly and the lights go up again.
Oh man. Dude, that's really cool.
He's badass.
Dude, you're awesome.
It's like,
You're really cool.
Tangela levels up.
Yeah, if you like to battle, you can come with us. We're gonna challenge the gym
That's it.
at the town. We're gonna take on the strongest trainer in the town and battle him. You seem like you can hold your own if you want to take on the challenge with us, or on your own. That'd be cool too. Tangela gets his own gym badge. I'm down for
He's
that.
just like a man.
I could be a champion.
he sees himself getting it.
Anyway, yeah, you can sleep on it, but if you want to take him on,
He starts thinking, and then he just like trails off. It's like,
His grand fantasies of
Yeah.
being Tangela champion.
and then hey Phoebe, it's time. No. Well, now I'm not tired anymore. Jeez.
after that jump scare.
My God.
Don't put me in the water!
I'm not gonna. This is your time for a watch. My goodness.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I'm gonna go up top and sit next to Tangela for a bit, because now I'm not tired.
Okay.
Going up top.
Who knows?
Looking around. I'm gonna look around.
Oh, you're looking for trouble.
No, I'm just... Because I'm paranoid.
Looking for trouble.
I'm
That's
not
what
looking for
paranoia
trouble.
is for sure right now.
I don't find anything. 6.
You hope.
Yeah. Now, as you're scanning the dark riverbed, and you're kind of like, all right, what's out there? Something's out there. Something's coming after us. Nothing gets the drop on me. Ona's been slowly lowering herself upside down right behind you, and just taps you on the shoulder.
God, why are you doing this, Ona?
I was drifting off and now I'm fully awake again.
And then she starts laughing at you.
It's not funny.
And she lifts herself back up into the rig.
Jesus. I'm like, hey Sage, do you still have that seed?
He's like,
Has it changed at all? No, it's the same. Does it feel nice? Are you enjoying it?
puts it back in his ferns.
All right. Is Tangela sleeping? Like actually sleeping now? Okay. I don't know.
Tangle is having very fine dreams of becoming the Pokemon
The
champion.
glory.
dismantling the
I was gonna
regime.
train with him, but Milo wore him
You can
out.
train
Thanks a
with
lot,
Ona.
Milo.
Train with Ona.
Ooh.
Oh, that's true. Hey, Ona.
Hmm?
You wanna practice some stuff with Sage?
Stuff.
She gives you a weird look. She's like,
He's gonna work on some of his vine moves.
Does she want to battle?
Yeah. Well, sure. It doesn't have to be a battle, but if that's what she wants to do, it can be a battle if you want.
she kind of swings herself down to
It's just gonna be like training.
down to your level on the deck. She's like almost up to your knees, but she's like,
Sage. Huh?
she kind of like holds out one of her little mitts, and Sage produces a vine.
Lady Killer Oddish.
She takes his hand like really weirdly, just like, mm-hmm. She's like a very muffled, like shrieking monkey sound.
Yeah. You want to?
She just kind of scratches the back of her head with like her big tail hand. Just goes,
Well, because you seem really dexterous, you just like flying around even with your 2 fingers. Maybe you could show Sage some stuff to do with like his vines, like use them like that, or he could like flip his little body, like use parts of the ship.
She
Like
just
follow her lead.
She looks at you and looks at Sage. Just a soccer ball with a fern.
Yeah, he could totally do it. Sage, put out your other vine. He has 2. Sage could totally do it.
She's like, and she just starts climbing the rigging, and Sage is like,
Sage, try to follow her.
let's get an acrobatics check from Sage.
I was saying, does she not think Oddish is strong enough?
I don't know.
It's more of a shape difference. She's like, you fly around on the rigging all the time, but Oddish is a ball with vines
Dexterity.
on his head. So we're just gonna see what happens.
9.
9. Sage is like,
What is he doing with the vine?
he's trying to climb the rigging, and he's on like the lowest part,
All right, Sage.
and just like,
I want to like try
pulls
to show
himself
him.
up and is like, oh.
He should. I'm gonna try to show him to like take his vine and like wrap it around. I don't know. There's got to be a pole, right? That you just like
There's a
climb
central mast,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. To like have him wrap it around. You know, like Mulan, where they like shuffle up. So he's not just like
Let's
the
get
vines.
let's get a strength check from Sage.
More climb, less pull up.
You're gonna need a crit.
I know. 7.
4.
4.
Sage is there. He goes. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Jesus.
Just falls down.
Sage.
Whoosh.
All right. This isn't your best.
Pendleton will appear at this point, and he will offer to slather honey all over Sage's vines
Okay.
to make them stickier.
Oh, nice.
To
So
facilitate the
Yes.
process.
Yeah.
While everyone else was laughing, Pendleton was studying the blade.
All right, Sage, you want to try it again?
Climb
Another bit
again.
sticky?
Climb
It's like-
again.
Oh,
So great. Oh, she needs to be in like a show.
he's gonna have advantage on his strength check to get up the.
Good thing too, because 7.
8.
That was strength.
Call it
8.
mathematics.
Yeah, it's still.
As Sage begins climbing, it's like, oh, oh. You can see Pendleton's just underneath. Like,
You're doing it, Sage.
he's like,
Great work.
Sage gets to like a resting point, and Pendleton's like, kind of walks back over to the side of the boat,
Thanks, Pendleton.
and then Sage is like, oh,
You've done it, Sage.
oh. Falls all the way back down.
God. You alright? Are you okay, Sage? Why don't you make yourself a little grassy terrain?
Honest.
My everything.
He had the wind knocked out of him. Alright, we tried, Sage.
I've just been up there the whole time, like.
Rest up, buddy. Eat the honey. You'll feel better.
He like rubs his back with one of the vines and is like, Honest.
Oh, lavish.
Okay. And he just sits down. He's like,
That's fair. That's fair.
he's winded.
Alright, I'm just gonna sit down and hang out with him.
Okay.
Like you did a good job.
He's like, Honest.
I'm gonna ask Sage as much as I can, because I have pretty decent Pokemon handling, if you want me to roll for that. Be like, so Sage, tell me about your history. Where did you come from? Because you're so delightful. Do you want me to roll for it?
No.
Okay.
Sage will begin telling you in Oddish
Yeah.
all about his past. You're sure it's a thrilling story, but you're not really able to get
I'm
much
just
out of it. He's just like,
Nodding.
Oddish. And he carries on at length. Like,
Okay.
he will talk to you until the sun comes up.
Alright.
Just
I'm
thrilled
just
that
gonna let
someone's
it-
like taking an interest
Yeah,
in his story.
I'm just gonna let him keep going. Be like, oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Like trying to piece together
Yeah.
something.
7 hours later, and then I hurt my back.
By the time the sun coming up, he's like, Honor.
The
Wow.
full life story.
Wow, Sage. It's an impressive life.
It's like, Honor.
Wow. I'm glad you're part of my team now, buddy.
Honor.
So
Buck
great.
teeth. It's the best.
So great. Alright.
Bentley Woods, it's a new day. Please roll a D100. Please get it.
Oh yeah! 88.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is my utmost pleasure to announce to you that after however many weeks it's been, you finally rolled over a 50.
Oh, by a lot. Almost
Yeah.
90. Is that it? I call it Nipsey dice.
You
Drew.
needed a 76, and you got an 88. As you
Praise be. Praise be. Praise be.
You
Praise be.
awaken in the morning to the sound of slight scraping on the inside of the egg. It's like
What's Mortar doing?
Mortar's like,
Oh, what? Oh, the egg. And I'll run over and like take the little like top thing off of the enclosure and just like
it's kind of sitting in the gelatin, and you can see like there's a little crack forming in the top corner.
guys, the egg. The egg. I think it's hatching.
I'll run downstairs.
Yeah, I'm running downstairs too.
Come on, Tangela.
Take a look.
Life! The creation of life, Tingle!
Crash will kind of like poke his head around the corner, see what's going on, and be like, walk away.
I see this all the time. Not a big deal.
It's like, come on, guys, we were all eggs once. It's not a big deal. You guys remember when you were eggs? But yeah, the egg will continue to, and there's like this little chip forms. You can see the very cusp of like some kind of snout, kind of like just cresting over the top.
Come on then. Come on then.
You see like another little crack.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Another little chunk of egg falls down.
I'll like peel off the pieces of egg and like set them to the side.
Okay.
The ones that have chipped off at least.
You see, it's a very like kind of dull brownish color, but there's the beginnings of like some black splotches on the snout. And it's just beginning to like kind of crest over. It starts to turn and like make another hole. Slowly but surely, over the course of several minutes, you watch as this little snout just kind of keeps breaking its way through. And then it eventually kind of knocks the top off the egg, and it has the top little eggshell kind of sat on the top of its head, and it's kind of covering its eyes. But you see this very long, protruding, almost like gator-esque snout, but not quite. And it's got this like these big set of chompers, and it's got this little brown body with little black stripes and splotches down the back, and it kind of climbs out, and it just instinctively reaches back and like grabs a chunk of the eggshell and like kind of holds it in its hand, and it just waddles up to you. It's like,
Hey there, bud. You hatched. That was great work. I'm Bentley. That's Mortar over there. He did a lot of help raising you as an egg.
he walks up to Mortar and just goes, and bops him with the eggshell. It just kind of shatters against it, and Mortar's like,
It's all right,
he's like,
Mortar.
I'm not trained for this. No one prepared me for this. They didn't say it would attack. And it's kind of sat there. It's got a long tail, or not really, but like it has
For
a
its
tail.
body.
For its body, yeah.
Oh.
And it's kind of just sat there. It's like
Is it standing on 4 legs?
very loosely on 2. It kind of totters over.
Okay. So it would be standing on 2 if it
Sure.
could.
Yeah, if its legs were strong enough to support it long term. Yeah.
All right.
But it keeps falling over.
I wanna like hold him up by his little hands and like try and help him like take some steps.
Okay. He tries loosely
Get
to
your
like chomp
camera.
at you.
First steps!
Oh yeah.
I'll do it.
Camera.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah, I'll take out my camera and I'll take a photo of Bentley helping his.
Freshly hatched
No,
baby.
it was definitely handed.
You get it right as the jaws come down on his arm. It doesn't hurt, but it's like the intent is there.
All right. Don't. No biting. No biting.
Crash hears this sound and looks over. He goes, the little one looks back and goes,
They're going to be good friends.
What is this thing?
I don't. I have some assumptions.
still has the little eggshell just on the top of its head. It's got a little hat on.
All right, I'll take the little eggshell. Okay, I'll leave it. Well, not really nice to meet you. I'll send out, I guess, Rose. Or no, Rose is out. So, Rose, do you want to come say hello to our new friends?
See?
You can put the other egg now in there.
Yeah. So, is it still in like that liquid kind of stuff? Like, would that?
The little dude's made his way up.
Well, I meant
But like the egg, yeah.
Like if I put the other egg into the incubator, like would it help that egg basically? Like would it keep it how it needs to be?
So this one keeps it like wet and warm.
Okay,
So-
probably not.
Change the
You
settings.
can just if you just take the stuff out and put water in it though.
Yeah, that's true.
Chilled.
Or could I have Rose do like an aurora beam into it to like cool it?
Potentially. No, is it?
All right, I want to try
Nuts to help
that
you
and
out.
see if it would like stay like cool rather than warm.
Yeah, as Rose produces an aurora beam, you guys watch as these like rainbow lights of ice kind of flow into the incubator. The little baby stops trying to chew on you and is like,
As it's just chewing on my arm.
yeah, he's just gumming you. And it seems like whatever this liquid is on the inside is designed to just maintain a temperature. So as Rose
Nice.
makes it colder, like little bits of kind of like, not, what's the word I'm looking for? When like something's really, really cold but it needs to be hot. Steam. That's the word. I forgot the word steam. So there's a little bit of steam rising up as the temperature's kind of switching. And some of the gel that it's kind of been sitting in begins to kind of cool.
Nice.
Okay.
That's pretty sweet.
Can I tell if it will like stay that way or if it's like meant to?
It looks like if you were to seal it, it would maintain its temperature, provided you did not introduce it to an environment that was like incredibly hot.
Okay. All right, Rose. Good work. I think we can maybe transfer the egg into here and keep it safe.
She's like, kind of floats the little
All right,
egg
I'll
ball
just
up to you.
very gently set it into the new enclosure and encapsulate it again.
Yeah. The little baby's like chewing on the outside of the incubator.
Just putting like little
Hey, maybe
scratches in
he's
it.
teething. Dumpster can make a little like ice.
All right, you think that'd be a good idea?
Yeah.
Better than chewing on my arm, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm gonna have him make like a little ice stick.
Okay.
Make it into a fun shape.
Make a fun shape, a circle.
Okay. The little
It's a
baby
callback.
walks. The little baby walks over to him. She goes.
Alright, he's using it.
You can chew on that if you like biting things. Alright? That's not very nice, but okay. You can.
Hey!
I like this little guy's style.
Do you get to roll another egg check for your new egg?
Do you want to?
I mean, it's up to you. You're the one running the show.
Put it in the incubator.
It's been a day.
All out.
It's been a day.
Okay.
Yes.
Two roses.
For sure.
Oh!
94.
Bentley's got the hang of this parenting thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the second egg.
All right, that's a very strong start.
Sweet.
Strong start to your egg. As
The eggs are ready rocking.
the little baby walks over to Phoebe and is like, movement. Whack.
No! I'm gonna take the ice thing. What I give, I can take away.
Just chewing on your side dog boots.
I'm gonna pick 'em up. I'm not scared of you.
Just yells in her face.
I'm just gonna yell back. I'm like, ah!
He goes,
It's all right. We don't want you to bite us. We're friends. You can bite on the icicle stick, but don't hit people. You can hit objects. That's fine. Maybe just be careful.
He's crazy, Bentley.
We'll learn no biting, hopefully, at some point.
I'm gonna set him back down.
it's wilding around.
In Bentley's history of all the Pokemon he's seen, can he see if he remembers what this is?
I would say Bentley and Phoebe can both attempt a history check. Actually, history and nature.
Okay.
Dang it.
You got this.
14 on the nature check.
I don't remember. Diddly? 5.
Well, you might not have ever seen it.
If you've ever seen it, you forgot.
Okay.
Or this doesn't look quite the way it should.
Okay.
What'd you get?
14.
14. Strange color patterns aside, you gather if you were to put a skull on this thing's head, it would look a lot more familiar.
That's what I thought.
That's awesome.
Welcome to the crew, baby Cubone.
That's why he likes the egghead.
Yeah. And bashing things.
Hey, don't you still have that, like...
No.
That would have been
That'd be so
cool.
dope.
Put him in a Squirtle shell. Just,
It'd be so
he's got
sick.
armor.
Doesn't Tegan have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she
Tegan
does.
has everything.
I think she kept it for.
I gave it
For
to her
Koa.
for
For
Koa.
Koa, yeah.
I
Okay.
don't think she ever used it though.
We gotta
Yeah.
find him a
No.
little bow
We couldn't figure out a way to use it for Koa, but
to hold.
I mean,
I'm gonna pull out a banana and I'm gonna hand it to him.
Where are you getting a banana?
I had the bananas from before when we went and like searched things.
Oh, okay.
Did you really?
Yeah, he got bananas with
Okay.
for the,
I thought
for
you
the
were just
cooking.
being-
For the
Yeah.
cooking, but I gave
Yeah.
I gave away the other stuff because we found a bunch of things. Because Pendleton had stuff, and then Slurp found other stuff.
I mean, I'd
So we
give
just
him
used that, and I didn't use the banana. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out a banana and
he
hand it to
starts
him.
he starts chewing on the end, like skin and all.
Oh.
He's like,
I'll go in and like try and peel it so he's not chewing on the outside.
Maybe he likes it.
Does the egg go down so it like covers his face and there's like an eye hole?
it like covers his eyes, and every once in a while he'll like
Awesome.
But yeah, he will eat the banana, skin and all.
Wow.
Even after it's peeled, he'll be like,
You seem to like that.
Quite hungry, thanks, CJ.
I was hoping for a more comedic effect. I thought he was going to bash things with it. But it works.
You recognize that as food.
Yeah, he did. He's not stupid.
he then walks over to CJ and starts trying to chew on his fingers.
No, that's fine. I'll let him do that for a little while.
It's gonna be a problem if that continues.
It feels so funny. It definitely doesn't hurt, so that's good.
You're gonna high five him? Just a
I-
bitty baby high five?
I'll just put my hand out when he's just chewing on him. I don't think that he's learned
That's
that
his
yet.
equivalent of a high five.
We'll get there.
Yeah. No, with your hand.
Skull bash. Oh, wow! It's just, oh god.
Is the icicle spear thing still around?
It's, I believe Phoebe
I
has
have it.
She took it
Oh,
over.
right, you took it away.
I took it
Okay.
away.
Yeah.
Dang,
What
that's
give
pretty
if
cool.
I take it away?
I'm thinking like if maybe like Pendleton with his big stick could like train
Oh yeah.
young Cubone.
We could try to have Derby make a mud one and then fire it into clay. And he has like a training club.
That'd be cool.
Ooh.
The baby quickly loses interest in chewing on CJ's fingers and tries to walk out of the room.
Uh-oh.
I'll go and grab him and pick him up.
We might want to Pokemon for him sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Alright, I'll hold him and
Okay. He keeps walking. He's like,
So how big is he? Like just
He's-
little.
he's like probably
Okay.
this tall,
Okay.
maybe that wide.
Sweet.
little pot roast.
Little guy.
He's chonky.
Dang.
Yeah, baby chunk.
What a
Nice.
what an exciting couple days.
Yeah.
For real. My head feels better, by the way.
That's good.
Hey.
Got some much needed rest. I think it's the first night you didn't participate in watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that's what sleeping could be like.
Did you have any weird dreams or anything?
Yeah, it's like Tangla. It was in the dream pretty heavily, fighting like a ninja.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
cool.
It was weird.
I don't know that it would do that.
Yeah, I don't know why I would.
Seems
but,
very off-brand.
yeah.
That's interesting.
What's that, Milo?
That was interesting.
Why is it interesting?
It's just an interesting dream.
No, all right, fair enough.
Baby starts licking your arm.
No, that's a nice change. Thanks, bud. And moved on from biting, I hope. Okay, well, we'll work on it.
For every one kiss, you get 10 bites.
Yeah, no kidding.
You gotta earn those.
I do have a little bit of berry left. Do you want to feed it to him,
Oh yeah.
Mr. Dad?
Sure. You want to maybe do some of your cooking? See?
Yeah, I have some of this oran berry we cooked last night.
All
It's
right.
like a slice of it.
You want to try this,
It
bud?
goes from like chewing on your arm and then just goes all the way up to your hand and goes. A lot of the berry bits kind of just fall off the side. You're like,
It's like Cookie Monster just breaking it and actually eating it.
he gets like some berry juice all over his face. He's,
Fantastic.
All right, I'll wipe the berry juice off. Yeah.
Yeah.
God. He's cute.
You'll hear a voice from up top being like, "Kids, we are back to what the manga is just about, so, get your affairs in order."
All right, I'll pick up new egg in its little case.
Ooh, maybe you could stick baby Cubone in that bag.
In my satchel?
Yeah.
What do you think, bud? You want to sit in the satchel?
He starts trying to like walk out of your hands again.
Okay, I'll try and just like set him in the satchel and see if he like
He's
wants to
walking.
sit. Okay, that's fine. Like a little tiny dog crate with like the flap just over his head. Like,
You just see a little snout and like one eye sticking out.
all right, so I'll have satchel with Cubone, egg, backpack. I'm ready to go.
Travel dad.
The travel dad.
He's ready to go.
Jesus.
Maybe we can wrap him up and he'll fall asleep.
Swaddle him.
I mean,
In the
he's-
cashmere
seems
blanket of
pretty
ignorance.
tucked into the satchel at this point.
Q burrito.
Yeah, just Make sure he's tucked in nice with my left arm. I'll call back Rose so she doesn't have to flop up the stairs.
That's
to the
just a recipe for splinters.
rigging of the
All of the soft underbelly.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, that's not
Yikes.
good.
Where's CB? Cheeky baby.
Cheeky baby. She's been chilling with you.
Okay.
She's behind your legs.
Chillin'. I'm gonna pull out the green seed that I have,
Okay.
and I'm gonna like try to like put it on her neck, like where the other little bumpy things are. And just see what she does.
Okay.
Time for some surgery, cheeky baby.
Sutures. Good luck removing these.
Is this how this works?
It's
Okay.
terrifying.
Yeah, you hold it out to her. She'll kind of smell a little bit. She gives a lick, and then
Oh.
some little vines kind of open up on the front of the chest.
Oh.
She kind of just like holds it.
Cool.
Nice.
Looks like a nice little like emerald necklace.
I like it.
She's fancy.
Ooh.
She just starts walking around like
Yeah.
She has to be. Considering the rest of
observe.
this very wild boy, she can be the elegant
Puffing her
one.
chest.
She can be
See
the
it?
elegant lady leading us boys.
Nice.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll head up top.
Cool.
Up top.
Up top.
Mm-hmm.
Up top we go.
Yeah. Ona stands perched on Captain Fry's shoulders,
Oh,
getting
no.
ready to bid you all a farewell. The Tangela seems to have disembarked.
What? Into the town?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He's somewhere.
Uh-oh.
He's not on the boat anymore.
Gotta find him.
But we can't see him.
Make a
Look for
perception check.
the sparkle
do
of his
it?
sneakers.
Milo.
You
Yeah.
see the footprints.
Yeah.
15.
Okay. You see a couple, like, clownishly large footprints that kind of just go like this, leading like into the bayou.
Okay.
Looks like he's eager to take on the gym.
Should we follow the footsteps?
We can. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
All right. Well, thanks, Captain Fry. Sorry that we maybe didn't stick around as long as you thought, but
That is fine. I have no obligations. I'm here if you ever need to make, a return journey, anything like that. I'm around. The shipping business is not as fruitful as it used to be, so I'm happy to take you anytime.
You the man, Eddie.
bye, Ona. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah.
She goes, "Ah!" and then kind of waves at you.
How does she?
Is Pendleton out?
Yeah. How do they interact?
Yeah, as
Presumably
Pendleton
they're
steps out onto the deck, Ona will kind of hop down, ruffle the top of his little hat, and she'll flick her goggles up so you can see the one like messed up eye. She'll give him a big hug. He will reciprocate. She slips something into one of his pockets as you guys leave.
Interesting.
Is it a love note?
Yes.
Could be.
You alright, Pendleton?
He goes,
Okay. Just making sure you didn't want to like stay with her or anything. Okay.
he just kind of gestures to all of you.
Yeah.
Aw.
Fam.
Alright, let's go.
So as we're like walking and
They
following
will
the tangle of footsteps, I just want to turn to Crash, like,
He meets your eye level now.
good God. hey, Crash, I
Just
just
the eye just kind of goes, the two eyelids open, and you're like,
I just wanted to thank you for looking out for me and CJ in the lake. That was truly awesome. I still don't believe what I saw, but I mean, I'm glad you're part of the team.
She goes, "Ah!" and he starts stomping in the mud and gets like mud all over you.
Alright.
The baby Cubone's like,
Fantastic.
and while he's laughing, some of the mud from all over you begins to kind of like flow its way down.
Interesting. That's cool.
That was an interesting thing.
Earth manipulator.
Huh. So I am curious where Tangle is going, but I feel like we should go to the Rite of Learning and see if the professor has any insight or help with
Cubone?
Yeah, baby Cubone.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea. I feel like all of us could probably use some training now that we've run into just about every threat imaginable.
Yeah.
Especially pre-gym, we should probably try and get a little stronger.
Yeah.
Or maybe we can make him a new helmet too. That's not an egg that's gonna break the first time it does anything.
For sure.
Yeah, or you could fire up a clay club.
A clay club and a clay helmet.
Did you want Tangla on your team?
Yeah, kinda. But you know, if he wants to, if he's exploring town, I'm sure we'll run into him again. And if we don't, then you know, maybe he didn't want to come with me. He wants to do it on his own, and I respect that.
All right.
Bentley, you hear the faint sound of like a buckle unbuckling.
No.
You feel the little flap open.
No.
And he like starts to climb
No.
on your shirt.
No.
Is he just like climbing up like onto my shoulder?
Yeah.
All right, I'll allow it.
Okay. And then he kind of climbers like on the side of your face, just up on top of your head.
Oh, all right, bud.
I think we should definitely go to the rite of
And
learning.
he grabs onto some of your hair and he's like, ah!
I'm being ratatouille.
All right.
Maybe William has something in his hat.
Baby supplies. Let him loose.
Oh, he's like, oh yeah, I got a ton of diapers.
Like a formula.
He's just changing him, swaddling him.
All right, head to Rite of Learning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a way
Title.
in the rite of learning to have all 5 of my Pokemon out at once?
They could probably be arranged.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys make your way back to the rite of learning. Bentley,
Okay.
you get a lot of strange looks. Having a small creature on your head wearing an egg, going, ah! Trying to sear you.
Don't mind me. Just passing through. Sorry.
I'll do one more passing glance see if I spot the Tangela. For an 11.
You don't spot the Tangela.
Or any more footprints.
No more footprints.
Are we near the?
He's kind of like headed off into the bayou, and you guys are headed like into town. He's going into like trees,
Swamp?
like,
Oh,
swamp, wild
gotcha.
wilderness.
Okay. So
Back
be
to
it.
his home, the swamp.
You guys have made your way to the rite of learning. You swing the doors open wide.
And say, I have a right to learn.
Don't let anyone take it away from you. As you open the doors,
I like the enthusiasm, Phoebes.
you see Smeargle is currently sketching what appears to be a battle that he's witnessed at some point.
Oh, nice.
He's just kind of
That's cool.
drawing
Can we
out
go look at it?
doing some line art.
What is it?
So you walk in, you kind of startle him. He goes, "Ugh!" And a little bit of paint kind of splashes all over it. He goes,
Sorry.
Hi, Leo.
He kinda
Sorry.
backs up. He goes,
Oh. I see how it is, Leo. Just immediately leave when we get here.
he goes and kind of bangs on a side door.
Oh, you're getting the
And
doctor.
Dr. Lawson comes up and kind of straightens his
The doctor.
spectacles and he's like, "Oh yes, hello,
Hi.
welcome back, my most frequent pupils. It would seem.
We can't get enough of you.
Big fans of learning, yeah."
Yeah.
We are big fans of learning. You look on my head. Yeah, Dr. Lawson.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
When did this happen?
we were just out on the boat, and I went to sleep, and I woke up, and Morta kind of nudged me, and the egg was hatching, and it hatched into this little guy.
Fascinating. The jaw structure is immaculate, and he tries to like bite the pen. He goes, "Oh, he's a snippy fellow, huh?"
Yeah, he does that. He bites and he whacks with things. Yeah,
That is, in the nature. May I?
yeah.
He goes to lift him, and the Cubone's just hold on to your hair. He's like,
It's all right. He's friendly.
and he starts chewing on Dr. Lawson's arm. He goes, "Oh yeah, okay, for sure." The biting is just normal for the baby. He does not have his clubs yet. He's a big fan of club. Keeps the club away from him while he is the little one, or he will never start hitting you.
All right, good. Thanks for the heads up.
They will bap you and whack you.
All right, good to know for sure.
Yeah.
So no clay club.
No, I think we should definitely get him one. I think that'd be fun to watch.
I don't want to be hit
Just
by him
bam, bam.
relentlessly.
Yeah, it's some people they want to nurture the whacking, make sure they do it the right way. Others wait till he is he is more mature.
Do you have a cloth club?
If the class, I don't know. I don't really keep like
Just so he can whack us and it
these
doesn't
sort of
hurt.
things.
Foam roller.
He understood why you asked for a golf club. I just don't think he has
You
one.
guys all made faces like, what?
No,
Pool noodle.
That would actually be pretty solid.
Because I don't really keep like the Cubone clubs around just for
Right.
funsies.
What do you think about the egg on his head? Because he is very adamant about keeping it on, but I'm concerned that it'll break relatively quickly.
Yeah, that is that is kind of a big moment for the Cubones that I have met. When they are born, they keep the egg. It is like a feeling of security. It is a big loss when the egg breaks, but it is something they must all go through.
Oh, okay.
There will come a time he will start to hit you with the head. That hurts a lot more than the biting and the whacking. You just, you get through that phase. He will break the egg. He will get over this.
So, I know Cubones generally have like skulls on their heads. Is that something that he'll develop, or how
No,
exactly
that
does
is usually what happens is on occasion in the past, as the Cubone lifespan was not so good. Out in the wild, they do a lot of the skull bashing, and over time, they have a very squishy skull. You cannot skull bash someone like if your friend CJ here, he baps you in the head enough times, there will be some damage, and then eventually there will be no more head bashing, So the Cubones, they learn from each other. They take the skull, get the extra layer of protection. It's like a helmet for a bicycle, but much more gruesome.
All right. Cross that bridge when we come to it, I guess.
Gotta protect his skeeshy head.
Yikes. Don't want his head getting skeesh.
I'll just offer up my head again to place Cubone.
He goes back on, he's still like chewing on Dr. Lawson the whole time. That one has a lot of energy. You will have your hands full for a long time, I think.
Yeah, he already learned how to unlatch my satchel I was keeping him in, so he's going to be a handful, but we'll see.
He goes, yeah, perhaps we should look into getting you some kind of actual thing to keep the little one inside.
Yeah, so I was actually wondering, Dr. Lawson, is it alright to have a hatched baby Pokemon in a Pokeball this early, or...?
That is totally fine, as far as science has proved, It is easier so you can, get some sleep. So he is not just biting you on the face all night.
Well, yeah, it definitely sounds like a good idea. Cubone, what do you think about going inside of a Pokeball like Rose and Klaus and all my other Pokemon?
He's kind of just like squealing and pulling on your hair. Doesn't seem to understand the question.
Alright, I'll pull out one of my amber balls, the one that Mortar used to be in,
Okay.
and I'll just like boop them.
Just boop him. All right, roll to catch, sir.
Oh boy, here we go.
The D100s have been pretty solid.
Oh, there it is.
59.
59. The baby Cubone, as he's like pulling on your hair, just goes. And you're like, the ball kind of goes. And it locks shut.
Do your stance.
They got it for me.
And all the Pokeballs that you have.
Ah, you're right.
Well, we're right by a PC, so.
Yeah, I'll just grab Quillfish.
He shoots directly into the computer screen.
After all Klaus has done for you.
Right in there.
Okay.
Cool.
Do the baby Pokemon keep growing if they're in a Pokeball?
No.
Do they, like, if they're in the PC, do they keep growing?
No. You have to bring them with you,
Okay.
Not a way to experience life, you sit in like a room all day.
Like they don't
nothing will
age
happen
when
to
they're
you.
in a Pokeball?
Yeah.
Oh.
I could see that being like some sick industry. You know, where they're like, I just want baby Pokemon,
Yeah.
Time room.
and they don't ever let them grow up.
Huh. Good to know.
They're Toys R Us kids.
Yes.
R.I.P.
Jeffrey the giraffe is
All
the
right, I'll take the. Having heard that, I'll take the amber ball and like open it into the satchel so that Cubone can get latched back into the satchel.
He reappears in the satchel and his snoot appears out of the hole that's in the bottom. He's like,
All right, so I'll try and keep him as latched in there as I can.
He's cute.
What a cutie patootie.
So, Dr. Lawson, we were collectively thinking of doing some more training and battling to try and get stronger. A, because we've seen a lot of things that we've not been prepared for, and B, I think we want to take on the gym in Wadalonga at some point.
Yeah.
So maybe you could help us out with that. I think we've all got some strategies we're working on.
for sure, yeah. The floor is open. I have a few appointments to take care of this morning, but you're welcome to use the facility.
Cool.
All right, sounds good.
Cool.
Can I send out my team?
Yeah.
Everybody!
Is it okay if
Everyone! Do we have them all out?
In here, yes.
Oh, sick.
Okay, cool.
Everybody!
So
Everybody!
here's what I want to do. I want to send out all 5 of my Pokemon.
Okay.
I've got Violet,
Me
Hal,
too.
Monty, Arjan, and Derby.
Do the same.
And I want to say,
Pendleton will be the referee.
I will say to them, all right, guys. So we've done a couple in the past, except Derby. This is a new experience for you. But we're gonna take on the next gym challenge, and I want to know, of the 5 of you, who is ready to fight?
Me!
And I don't know
Phoebe, just me.
if I'm like saying what they would do or what, but
I feel like you've got a good enough hold on your Pokemon. You could
Look 'em
figure
in
out
the
what they would
eyes.
want.
so I know Derby would shoot up pretty quick, and he'd be excited.
Spoiler. Yeah.
And he would just like they're in a line, and he just kind of comes forward, and then
Pushes them all out of the way.
and
How many of you?
yeah,
Moves the
That's the
earth with
question.
their arm behind.
he's ready.
I'm in.
And Violet comes up and she focuses up, like ready to kind of put her new power to an actual test. And she's ready to go. And then Monty just flies up to me and like lands on my glove. And Arjan just gets on Howl.
Ready to go!
Saddle up, boys.
And
Going in.
and Howl kind of takes a step forward, but it's kind of like a I don't want to be left out kind of step forward.
He's like, oh, are we doing?
Yeah, and Arjan's just kind of like along for the ride. So I'm gonna take that as all right. I think in this challenge I'm gonna do Monty. I'm gonna take Monty, Violet, and Derby.
Okay.
Hal and Arjan, you pretty much carried the last one, so we're gonna give the other side of the team a chance to take this one on, and if you really feel against that and you want to be a part of it, then we can have a training battle to decide who goes.
Oh, snap. Hal looks relieved. Be like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't have to do another one. And Arjan's just like,
Because I know in the last one they were doing well together, but Hal spent a lot of time like trying to do damage while also protecting Arjan, and
Yeah.
it was a lot to handle. So
they're best buds, but
I
hot dog is that stressful.
yeah, so I
Literal hot dog.
Hot dog.
for both
Somebody
of
got
them.
it.
So I feel like he'd be kind of relieved to take a step back from this one.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna take
I see
Monty,
K9.
Derby, and Violet.
Cool.
So kind of in that
Sort of.
vein,
They're just hanging out then?
Yeah, I mean, as far as like the training kind of goes right now, I'm gonna be using these 3 because they're gonna be the ones going in the gym.
Solid.
yeah, so kind of following up on Milo, I'll do like team huddle with my team sans Klaus, who's in the PC because he can't breathe.
Klaus.
That's what you should work on in the next rite of learning.
Breathing, not in water.
Alright, Klaus,
Can you not have gills?
we're gonna learn how to breathe, Klaus.
Fix yourself.
I can't not have gills.
All right, guys.
So-
So similar to what Milo was just talking about, we're probably going to take on another gym soon. Morta, obviously, you're going to be coming with me. Rose, I think you'd be a good choice as well. I want to see how you can fare in battle. Evanrud, Nipsey, I kind of want to give you guys a little bit of a challenge here. I'm not sure which of you is up for the challenge of the
Oh my god. Nipsies.
gym, right? But I wanted to see, like, based upon your training today. Agreed. So based upon who does better, that's
Oh
who
my
I'll
God.
take into the gym.
Nipsey's stroking
Does
out.
Evanrud even want to battle yet?
Well, he doesn't need to battle Nipsey, he just needs to train.
Evanrud just keeps looking at you with one eye and like at Nipsey with the other. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, provided Nipsey already tried to eat Evanrud, I feel like he'd keep his distance, but...
baby Cubone on hearing this pokes his little head out of the satchel is just like,
They're going back and forth.
I'll just pat Cubone lightly on his little egg head.
he'll chomp your fingers.
Of course he will.
Munch, munch. He's a hungry boy. He's growling.
I'm gonna beat all of my squads out and be like, hey, I don't know if all of you have been together before, but yeah.
They're like a team. This is friends. Friends, that's everyone.
Yeah.
Friends, this is
Everyone, this is team.
This is Chicky Baby. I think Growl, you're the only one that hasn't really met her yet.
Official name.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Chicky
it.
baby.
I've come to terms with it.
Chicky baby.
I told you.
CB. Then Crash is gonna kind of be like, "What's up? Look how cool I am now."
Yeah.
Like showing off.
Oh,
Yeah.
The-
Then bend over and be like,
the
"Look at
team
that."
just,
Yeah.
like casually flexing, like, oh,
Just
whoa,
like-
these muscles, they're so in the way.
Aren't I cool?
Yikes.
Bang's immediately gonna try to kick Crash in the face.
That's a wrestling match that is no longer
Just
even.
Yeah, seriously.
Crash can just be like into the ground.
And then I'm just gonna be like, yeah, obviously it's gonna be Crash banging. Slurp, Growl, just chill. Chicky, you're gonna have to hang out with I don't know with the team while we do the gym. But we're definitely gonna do some training here because I want to see what you guys can do. Yeah.
So we can't train with all of them? It's gotta be 3?
I'm just making.
Oh, I was
a
just saying
decision
what
on
my team
who's
was gonna
going
be
to the
too.
gym.
Oh.
Because you can't take all 5
Yeah,
to the gym.
we're doing like pep talks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you wanted to follow suit or
Yeah.
just train, but
It would be weird to be the only one that didn't.
I'll ask
At this
them.
point.
I'll ask them. I'll be like, hey, because they've all been to a gym now except for Sage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be like, you guys know what we're about to do. Who wants to go and explain to Sage what's about to happen?
As you proceed to explain what a gym battle is, he just goes, Oddish. Oddish.
Oddish is in.
Oddish.
Sweet. Alright, so Sage is coming. And then what about I feel like BB would always be up, but
That was a lot happened.
A lot happened.
Yeah.
Because we still have to do post show.
oh yeah.
So a lot happened that session. Regrettably, with some little bit of camera trouble. It's all good. No big deal. There's a lot of time where I wasn't there, and I apologize for that. But anywho, thank you guys for watching this session and all of the sessions that you have watched so far. We will see you in the next one. Farewell.
Ciao!
Newly returned from their voyage to Lake Lahana, our heroes head back to the Rite of Learning, having set their sights on another gym challenge.
Hey there, everybody. It's the episode 29 post show. Welcome back to the table.
Hey.
Oh, I thought that was
Sorry.
going to go for like at least 2 more lines.
I thought so too, and then I ran out of lines.
It doesn't matter. It's casual.
I would like to start off this post show by saying Tia called it so hard
Did you?
in the beginning. Yeah.
The-
Oh, 100%.
The stone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
What was the call? You just were like crashing.
She was like, Crash went in the Feraligator, the stone was in the Feraligator, he got his powers from it, and that's how he got out and saved CJ. And I was like, that's actually a really cool
I didn't
theory.
predict
And
all
then-
just the stone inside the alligator.
Incredible. Well done.
and I was like, okay.
That's awesome.
And I'm really glad that Guardian Pokemon semi-theory that we had is a
Yes,
thing.
that's cool.
I mean, we were thinking
Really
more
cool.
like trainer Avengers, but actual Pokemon is cool.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Pokemon. That was kind of my idea the whole time.
Oh, I was
so.
thinking trainers with like Remy being around Wadalonga to be
Yeah.
the guardian there, but
I thought of it more of like a human Pokemon team up.
Right, like a
Guardian.
synergy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no like actual trainer for the Guardian Pokemon.
Right,
Like
but they
know
work
about it,
together.
and they're like, yeah, we'll keep the people away from here.
Right. It's like, we'll take care of Pokemon, we'll take care of people.
Maybe that's what it is.
It's an odd thing though, because it's worked out twice now, but I still feel like with the knowledge that we know, Source Stones are still just not a thing to be taken lightly.
Well, there's one in Crash now, so
Yeah, no, I know that, but like
Which
that was
is
just how that
Yeah,
played
it's
out.
heavy.
for sure.
But
It's not taken lightly.
with knowing how like the war started and all that stuff, if we were to just stumble across another one, I would not be like, sick, let's take a piece.
no.
no.
I
But
agree.
I mean, it's super interesting that Dr. Lawson, the last time we like went and had a chat with him, he was saying like, this is the first I've ever heard of someone breaking and like having
Yeah.
a piece of a Source Stone, and that was Mortar, and now the second time is Crash. Like, that's super cool.
Badass.
Yeah.
We're meant for something greater.
So I wonder now if there will be a moment similar to Crash with Mortar, like when the time comes, if he'll just like sense something and go to protect the fire one.
It's possible.
It's sort of like a curse. Like, you get the powers, but then
Yeah.
you're forced to,
Yeah.
like,
part of the
That's
ship,
the trade-off.
part of the
you
crew.
have to go and protect the
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that Mortar ever had a moment where it's like, you're the guardian now.
No, I know, but like I'm just saying, if something were to be in danger or something.